Who God bless, no man shall ever curse. He shall be first. Well, there's no reason why anyone should curse Rash Shorty I for inventing soca music, the dance music of Kaiso. Did he think that soca would be what it is today? Well, we'll soon find out. Back in the late 60s and early 1970s, Rash Shorty I was known as Lord Shorty, the love man, the sex machine, the ladies' man of Calypso, and he graced the stage with his earthly presence and thrilled the hearts of the lady, much to the envy of all of the men. Well, shockingly to the world of Calypso, Lord Shorty dropped that image, found Jesus Christ, took his family away from society, the hustle and bustle of society in Trinidad, and is settled in Preparo, teaching the word of Jesus Christ to his family, an inspiration he would be the first man to tell you he got from the great one above. Well, let's go back to when Ras Shorty I was Lord Shorty, and this is how he was then with one of his biggest hits.
Never living like strangers with neighbors. No love, sir, no love, sir, for one another. To unite people as one, I create a song, I hope it live on from generation to generation to generation. Sing oh, shanty oh, shanty shanty oh.
Well, that image is no more, and Lord Shorty is no more. Today he's known as Ras Shorty I. Well, it was Carnival Monday in Trinidad, and the CultureShare team enjoyed the best of the carnival season. And the plan that day was we're going to check out the Ras Shorty I and have some good times at home, meet the family, talk with the Ras Shorty I, get some entertainment from the family, and then go back to San Fernando to get some of the carnival action. Well, little did we know then that getting back to San Fernando for carnival would have been an impossibility, because it was a grueling task to try to find the Ras Shorty I. It was roads upon roads, turning lefts upon lefts, moving rights upon rights, and still couldn't find the Ras Shorty I. You went up that way, somebody say go up so and turn so. When you turn so, they say nah, go up, pass 2 mango tree and go so. And it was a hectic. And the sun down there, it was scorching. So it wasn't easy. So what we're going to do now is to look at 3 tired men who think they know where they're going, but they're only fooling themselves.
I want to
Right now we're on Johnstone Road. This is south of Trinidad. This is no usual South Trinidad. This is deep south. And the calamity, well, first of all, let me tell you, this is Rolf Warner of G.B.T.V. and this is executive producer Gentle Ben, also of G.B.T.V. And the calamity here is that we're looking to find Ras Shorty I. And right now I'm telling you, we really prefer to jump in a river and take a river bath. But Rolfie, how are you?
This is our most interesting exercise. We've been going for the better part of 2 hours, and we've been getting all kind of wrong directions, and we're still struggling. We think
like go around the corner down so and make a right.
Yeah, a whole bunch of that. We've been trying to obey these instructions, and all to some futile ends.
As a matter of fact, Gentle, just up the road there, we were trying to pick a ghost proof from a woman tree, and what she say?
Hey!
That reminds me when you was a little boy in Grenville and you go to Tiva Mango.
Tiva Mango or Golden Apple. Zabuka or something.
Hey! You take off like a jet, right? Anyway, we have Earl. We have the driver in the back here.
Well, I have to admit that my thoughts began to get a little disoriented then. You know, the dotishness started to step in. It was grueling. And we began to get a little disappointed too, you know, fearing that we may not get to eventually see and experience the company of the Ras Shorty I and the family. Well, it was grueling, but we were keeping the faith.
Burning the midnight oil, recreating something from nothing. Now it reached maturity and gained popularity. Some of them claim is their own thing. But I'll show us truth.
Well, the good Lord was with us that Carnival Monday in Preparo. We finally made it onto the compound of the Ras Shorty Eye.
You see, who God bless, no man curse. He shall never hunger or thirst. Who God bless, no man shall ever curse. He shall be number one. He shall be first.
Let's hear that.
What
was I going to do? Stand up? And get no chance. Right, it's kind of time.
Oh my God.
Right. Right.
And we started our journey to enter the house of the Ras Shorty Eye. The goodly lady accompanying us is Abby Blackman, the daughter of Ras Shorty Eye, who incidentally made it just a few years ago to the finals of the Calypso competition at the Marsh Gras in the Big Yard, Queen's Park, Savannah. She was a charming hostess with a lovely smile on her face and making sure that we were well taken care of. And there we are about to enter. A little nervous, I must admit, in anticipation of what was about to happen in meeting the inventor of soca music. Of course, we had to respect the wishes of the house and de-shoe ourselves, so to speak. Gentle just met the wife of Ras Shorty Eye as she's about to make a reacquaintance with an old friend in G.B.T.V's Rolf Warner, who is from Trinidad. And the driver, Rayburn, shakes a hand, and this is the man himself, as he is today, Ras Shorty Eye. Well, after a word of prayer and other formalities, Ras Shorty Eye and the Love Circle got together to do some renditions exclusively for CultureShare. One of their songs they did is one called Wake Up My Children, a classic composed by the Ras Shorty Eye. Well, here is this, truly unplugged for CultureShare.
My sons and my daughters, to you I plead. Watch, don't get no horrors, but please take heed. I know you don't want no sermon, but my admonition is to guard you against all the evils of life that create strife and destroy life. Walk cautiously, children, be alert, because you have an enemy that's roaming the earth. I know you're young and restless, but you don't have to be careless. You see, sober thinking leads on to righteousness, happiness, spiritual bliss. That's why I tell you this. Watch out, my children. Watch out, my children. It have a fella called Lucifer with a bag of white powder. And he don't want to powder your face, but to bring shame and disgrace to the human race. We're going to sing it again. Watch out, my children. Watch out, my children. Have a
a fella called Lucifer with a bag of white powder. And he don't want to powder your face, but to bring shame and disgrace to the human race.
Oh, I give you my counsel because I want to see all you young people live righteously. What you feed your mind with forms your characteristics and shape the path that you must walk tomorrow. Darkness or glow, joy or sorrow, that's why I'm concerned. So watch out,
my children. Watch out, my children. They have a fella called Lucifer with a bag of white powder.
and he don't want to powder your face, but to bring shame and disgrace to the human race. Now we sing it again. Watch out, my children. Watch out, my children. It have a fella called Lucifer with a bag of white powder, and he don't want to powder your face, but to bring shame and disgrace to the human race. Oh, you are young, and your future is ahead of you. Right or wrong, sweet or sour, depends on what you do. Taking the wrong direction will drain your constitution and promote mental chaos and confusion. Then corruption to the inner man, and that is not God's plan. So watch out, my children. Oh, watch out, my children. It have a fella called Lucifer with a bag of white powder, and he don't want to powder your face, but to bring shame and disgrace to the human race. Let me talk to my children in Germany. Pass auf, meine Kinder. Pass auf, meine Kinder. Da ist jemand, der heißt Lucifer, hat einen Sugar mit weißem Puder. Aber will dein Gesicht nicht pudern, denn bringt den Menschen nur Schlichtes. And to my Spanish-speaking children, cuidado mis hijos, cuidado mis hijos. Hay un hombre que se llama Lucifer con una bolsa de polvo blanco. Y él no quiere engordar tu cara, pero para traer pena y desgracia para la raza humana. And what about my French-speaking children? Attention mes enfants, attention mes enfants. Il y a quelqu'un appelé Lucifer avec un sachet de poudre blanche. Et il ne veut pas se poudrer le visage, mais apporter un détresse à la race humaine. To my chubby children, e come bachalo, e come bachalo, e kinsan, e sa shayin, usta baze tana pomrata. Oh, this roto bona na hilgata he, manishta kanam varye ek badma dabna he. Watch out, my children. Watch out, my children. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It have a fella called Lucifer with a bag of white powder. And he don't want to powder your face, but to bring shame and disgrace to the human race.
A family that prays together, stays together. Shorty and the Love Circle exclusively on CultureShare. Well, the time came for Shorty and myself to engage in conversation. And of course, Shorty is the inventor of soca music. So I began by asking the Ras, what is his mission today for soca?
what I'm seeking to do with the music is to bring it into a way of life. That the music could glorify God as well as the life glorify God. Not just you sing something about God and you don't live what you sing. So I'm trying to combine the two as a way of life. I believe that has more power.
Eddie Grant made a statement saying that he was the inventor of soca back in 1970 when he sang Black Skin, Blue-Eyed Boy. I was talking with Chokdas just last year, and he refuted that adamantly. Now, let me hear it from the horse's mouth.
Well, I mean, if Chokdas could do that, how much more for me? Eddie Grant knows absolutely nothing about soca. What Eddie Grant said he did was combine soul with calypso. That is not soca. Soca is a combination of East Indian and African rhythms. The beginning of the whole thing was the purpose of soca in the 70s, as a matter of fact, is about anywhere around 69 to 70. But the purpose was to bring the East Indian and the Africans in Trinidad together. So there was a combination of the two main rhythmic structures in Trinidad to create a song that would be totally Trinidadian. Let us call it a Douglas rhythm, so to speak. And it is not soul as American soul, but the soul of Trinidad, the soul of Calypso, the inner man, the depth, the beauty of Trinidad that has come out into the music, not American soul and Calypso. That's a total misunderstanding, wrong definition and everything.
You mentioned East Indian as one of the mixtures in the music. Would you do Indrani today?
No, I would prefer to do...
But you understand where I'm coming from?
No, you see, let me tell you, Indrani was that, it all started with Indrani, right, in 1971. It began with that idea. What happened in 1971 when I did Indrani, I recorded it in 1972 for 1973. I tried to combine the East Indian rhythm and the African rhythm together. I didn't have a name, but I knew I had something. The following year, I did my first album called The Love Man. And I did all the songs on the album, 10 songs on the album with the Dolak. And everybody started to condemn me. Oh, I'm trying to play Indian, I'm trying to mix the Indian music with the Calypso and it can't work and da-da-da-da-da. So the album failed in sales. So what I did the following year, all right, in 1974 when I went back to the studio, I did Endless Vibration. I took the rhythmic structure from the Dolak and I put it on the drum set. So that nobody could say, I'm doing Indian music. So I just take the accent, put it on the drum set, and then I get a name and I say, Soca, S-O-K-A-H. The K-A-H represents the East Indian influence. What happened with the spelling is that a guy called Ivor Ferreira, who was writing a thing for the Punch or somebody, he spelled it S-O-K-A. And I didn't fight it. I just left the S-O-C-A,
right.
Okay, S-O-C-A as against S-O-K-A-H. It felt okay, so I had no problem with that. For me, it was a matter of rhythmic structure and not just a spelling. As long as it's conveyed soca, the soul of Calypso, not soul and Calypso.
The soca music today, jump and wave, jump up and wave, jump and wave. Ever in your wildest dreams did you envision that this is where the soca music will reach?
No, I didn't at all. As a matter of fact, I believe what God has done for me is take me out of it in 1977 when it began going in that direction. When we had Savage from Maestro and Sugar Boom Boom from Kitchener. That's when I came out of the whole thing. God has put me in a place where I can show people where soca ought to have gone. So when you listen to songs like Watch Out My Children, like Who God Bless, like Om Shanti, and some of the pieces that my children do, and you know that soca had a different direction to go and is going into a different direction. Regardless of what the world say, I know what I'm doing. And since I am the inventor of the music, I know that I can take it where it's supposed to go. And that's what we are doing here in Preparo. We have a workshop in this home, and we are building the music. What we are doing today is called Jamu, J-A-M-O-O, Jehovah's Music, because that's what I believe soca is all about. The soul of Calypso is now blessed with the Spirit of God in the music. So now we have Jehovah's Music, Jamu, that is born again soca.
Ras Shorty I on CultureShare. We'll continue that interview with the Ras Shorty I and music from Shorty I and the Love Circle next time on CultureShare. Stay with us.